everyone, and welcome back to another absurd heroine video. So today we are playing the jankiest of jank. One of the jankiest builds that I have made in quite some time. So I hope you're down for that today, because that is what's on the docket. So, what is this jank, you might ask? Well, everyone, I just so happen to have the answer. It is a deck around Zirda the Dawnwaker and Lithoform Engine and Kenrith, the Returned King. Because Zirda makes these things cheaper and Lithoform Engine makes this thing happen more, which is just dumb because Kenny is already dumb. Kenny's already a ridiculous card. So to be able to copy his things very cheaply, then that's great. So let me just go over the pieces here for a moment. So Zirda the Dawnwaker can be a companion. Each permanent card in your starting deck has to have an activated ability in order for it to be your companion, which we do. We do have this. The abilities that you activate that aren't mana abilities cost 2 less to activate, and it cannot be reduced to less than 1 mana. So that means that Lithoform's engine is 1, 1, and 2 for this. So copy target activated or triggered ability is 1, copy target instant or sorcery spell is 1, and copy target permanent spell you control is 2. And that's the one that we probably won't be using very much. We're here for the first 2 here. And for Kenrith, if you haven't seen Kenrith is ridiculous, right? So for a red, all creatures gain trample and haste until end of turn. For 1 and a green, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. So with Zirda out, this is just a green. Target player gains 5 life. With Zirda out, this is just a white. Target player draws a card. With Zirda out, this is just 2, a blue and 1. And put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under its owner's control. With Zirda out, this is 3. So for 4 mana, a black and 3 colorless, you can bring 2 things out of the graveyard onto the battlefield. And this is our end goal. Our end goal is to do this. Then of course, Kenrith can help you get there by just gaining a ton of life. Like for 1 white mana, you gain 5 life. Like we're gonna be gaining a lot of life. So what do we have to put into the graveyards? This is basically like a graveyard reanimator deck at its core. Like if that's how we win, this is how we win. Graveyard reanimation. And for this, we have cycling cards. Right, so we have a Taenethon Rex, which is an 11/11 that we cycle. We put it into the graveyard, we cycle it, we put it into the graveyard. We draw a card. Void Beckoner, cycling for 2. This is also just cycling for 1 black if Zirda's out, cycling for 1 green if Zirda's out. And we can give Zirda Death Touch, which is whatever. That's not what we're here for. We're here for an 8/8 Death Toucher, big dude, that can get trample with Kenrith, right? So we cycle that, we put that into the graveyard, we bring it back with Kenrith. And then we had like one last slot, and I made a greater sandworm slot, because this, you can cycle this for 1 when Zirda's out. You can cycle it for 2 colorless, which is the only thing that we can cycle with colorless. It is worth mentioning that this is the only thing that we have with green in the entire deck. So we are pretty much like a Orzhov deck, really, with very, very slight splashing of green. Of course, I threw in like a bunch of stuff so that we can use Kenny. We can use Kenny's other abilities if we want to. The only thing that I don't have in here, I think, is blue. Because we're cycling, like, we don't really need to draw a ton of cards. Let's take a look at all the other stuff that we have here. We have Bloodchief's Thirst. So we're like controlling until we get like our dumb combo going. So Bloodchief's Thirst, everybody knows and loves Bloodchief's Thirst. It's just a good way of getting rid of any creature or planeswalker. Revitalize to gain life, draw a card. Feed the Swarm to get rid of some nasty stuff. Omen of the Sun is another like gain life and make 2 dudes. And if we have a Lithoform Engine out, then we can like duplicate this, or we can duplicate the trigger when it comes into play. So we would be gaining 4 life and making 4 dudes. Just a good stalling mechanic. And then we can scry to like find our pieces if we need them. And then we have Shatter the Sky, of course, for pesky Gruul or anything along those lines. Pesky rogues, those pesky decks that actually play creatures that aren't like dumb, you know? They actually play good creatures. We want to get those creatures away. Get them away from us. So that's the deck. That is the Zirda-Kenny engine. And it is ridiculous, but it does work. And when it does work, It is super fun. So let us go in and have some fun, shall we? Let's do it. I think this is fine. We do have 2 tapped lands, which is awkward. But, you know, we can cycle our Taenethon Rex. We can shatter the sky if we draw one more card. Yeah, so, like, I think this is fine. We shall keep it. Probably start off with a scry. Another land? We do need another land. So we shall keep it. Playing up against white. Hushbringer. That's fine. Okay. So, mono white ores? Fencing ace. Yeah. This looks like an ores bit here. Gaining life. All of these are good. I think we're just gonna bring Zirda into our hand. No, we'd have to. We could bring Zirda into our hand and discard a card, which I think is fine, because we can discard whatever. Our Void Beckoner. That's where we want it to be anyway. It's the goal of this deck is to have those big dudes in the graveyard, so it's not a big deal. NBD. Let's hope that they don't just concede when we shatter their skies. I would be surprised if they did. They must have more creatures in here somewhere. Acclaimed Contender, which doesn't do anything because they don't have a knight. Okay. So that's not bad. But I think we're probably going to Zirda and then cycle Taenethon Rex, right? Or cycle the Void Beckoner in hopes to draw land so we can play Kenny next turn. I suppose we could have cycled there in hopes of drawing a land to play out the land. Don't kill her, Zirda. I'm not super worried. We have lots of life gain. That's fine. We could kill it if we wanted to with a Void Beckoner. Actually, I wonder if it would stave them off. Let's do it right now to just play some mind tricks. We're not going to block one way or another, but they might think that we will. And they might not want to lose their creature. Nah, they knew that we didn't want to. No blocks. You smart person, you. Okay. So I think now we bring out Kenny, probably, right? No, we can Omen of the Sun. We could have saved our Void Beckoner for an Omen of the Sun next turn, basically. This turn. To kill it with a token. But whatever, it's fine. I'm not too worried. We do have 2 more Void Beckoners in there to do that if we need to. But like, I literally do not really care. They do not have trample, so it's like, whatever. I don't think there's anything. White can give protection from white, which is probably the biggest thing that we need to worry about. Okay. Another Zirda. That's good. And that's also good. But I think we're going to play Kenny and see what happens here. Oh, I should have played that as green so I could have cycled Taenethon Rex. My bad. But we can gain 5 life here, which is just feels really good. Yeah, just attack. They might have like way more things to do with this Acclaimed Contender, which makes me feel like it might not have been smart to actually attack with the token, but I don't really care. We have our Kenrith. We're gonna gain 5 life. And then bring a bunch of dudes back from the graveyard, basically. Did we put our red land out? We did not. We have not drawn a red land yet. Another dub. Sure. Okay, no blocks. We take 5. We gain 5. Alright, so we are gonna cycle this. Or what do we get? Trample counter? That's fine. Oh, there's our engine. Look at that. I don't think I want to cast it this turn, though. I want to bring back something from the dead. Wait, we can do this in instant speed, so we actually don't need to do this right now. We'll just hold back. Actually, F it, dude. We're here for some lithoform fun. Let's bring out our lithoform engine. Alright, end turn. This is what we're here for. We're gonna do it. We're not gonna play smart. We're gonna play fun. Mm-hmm. Sure. Okay. We're gonna block this. We could block with Zirda, but I don't think we need to do that just yet. We're getting close. But no, we're actually not. We're very far away from needing to do that. I think. So we can kill both of them next turn if we want to. Gain 5 life. Us. Please don't concede. There we go. Hey, we got our red mana. Even better. Okay, here we go, everybody. This is what dreams are made out of. That one. And then, copy it. Oh, did we just spend our red? No, we didn't. Okay, good. That one. This one. And attack. For all of the things. Hiya! We can also give something a +1/+1 counter if we want to. And gain 5 life. Opponent's like, what the? Wise choice, my friend. Wise choice. Alright, what do we got? Sure. I think this is fine. We can cycle our Taenethon Rex. We might have to play this as a white. And we can kill early stuff. We might have to play both of these as white, depending on what happens, but hopefully not. That was a good first showing of the deck last game. And for those of you wondering, I am drinking Knob Creek today, which isn't my favorite. Somebody gave it to me as a gift, so obviously you thank anybody who gives you whiskey as a gift. But it kind of does taste like nail polish remover a little bit. Alright. So I guess we just put out the swamp first so that we don't have to make any decisions right now as far as these lands go. These DFCs. Get our flower out here. Uh-oh. A ruin crab. Blech. Nah. Alright. I am gonna regret this. Oh, I'll play this out as a white. Like, it's our only red mana source, but hopefully that Kenrith Haste Trample isn't gonna matter too much here. In the end. Okay, that's good. Drew a white so we can make that green. Good. Let's get Zirda into our hand. Thieves Guild Enforcer. Just let them load up stuff. I'm actually not very sad about them putting stuff in the graveyard. Okay. And we will cycle Taenethon Rex, maybe? We'll probably Omen of the Sun, actually. So I don't feel like wiping this board. It seems silly to me. Especially when there is a Luros of the Dream Den in our future. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, good. 2 of them in our graveyard. All right. Now I'll probably wipe the board. Excuse me. Oh my god, there goes 2 of my Shatter Skies. Goodness. Yeah. I'll just let it come in and shatter the sky. And maybe play Kenny? We don't really have any way of protecting Kenny. Mill a card. Okay. We'll cycle our Taenethon Rex. Another Zirda, sure. And an engine. Excellent. Okay. An Overwhelmed Apprentice. Very well. Oops. If we draw land, we'll probably play Kenrith. If we don't... Should we Zirda first? Or Lithoform Engine? I guess we'll Zirda. I'd rather them kill this than Kenrith. Or counter this than a Lithoform Engine. Or a Kenrith, I guess. Okay, they're gonna counter it. That's fine. We have another one. We good. We Gucci. But we do need to keep this Bloodchief's Thirst for Luros. Which they can't cast yet. Which is hilarious. Okay. Did you have to tap that way, Auto Tapper? Did you realize that perhaps I didn't want to cast Bloodchief's Thirst, but actually wanted to cast Taenethon Rex? Just maybe? They had 3 mana and still did not retrieve their Luros of the Dream Den. So I guess we're just gonna end the turn. Soaring Thought Thief. Alright. We're gonna take a chunk here. No blocks. Alright, we did draw. I think we're gonna Omen of the Sun and cycle Taenethon Rex. Or should we just Lithoform Engine? I think we just Lithoform Engine, honestly. And kill that one. No attacks. Okay. I would have loved to have saved that, but I just feel like going down to, what was it, like 2 mana was just too close. Okay. They still don't have the mana to cast Luros, which is hilarious. No blocks. Alright, so we have another Zirda. But I think we might want to cast Omen of the Sun here. Because we can Omen of the Sun, copy Omen of the Sun. Gain 4 life, kill an overwhelmed apprentice. And then we can Taenethon Rex. Maybe we should just bring out a Kenny. I guess we should just bring out a Kenny while we can. And no attacks. Yeah, I guess that's probably just the best choice, right? Because next turn we can bring back 2 Taenethon Rexes or whatever. Yeah. Or gain, you know, a bunch of life. Which is probably what we need to do. Oh, we just need to gain a bunch of life. Because it'll cost us... No, we can still gain 5 life. We can still do that. Oh, sweet. And gain 5 life. So we're going to do this. We're not going to copy this ability. Hopefully we actually have the lands. I didn't actually check. We do. We have swamps. Okay. So we kind of want to do this at instant speed. So we will do it at instant speed. No text. End that turn. What do you want to do? Cunning Nightbonder. You got it. Pass. Let's see what they do. Just that guy? Okay. So it's 2 damage. We're gonna go down to 1. I don't think there's any way that blue-black can deal 1 damage to us, right? Instant speed. Okay. Gain 5 life. Us. This one? And this one. Hello. Do you want to kill one of them? Because I'm okay with that. I can just do the same exact thing next turn. It does feel particularly good. I am not going to lie. Okay. So we're gonna just attack with our Rexes. Oh yeah. Another Nightbonder, sure. Sure. Also fine. Okay. We can give them a +1/+1 counter, but I don't think it really matters. I guess it would matter, actually. We could have just killed them there if we copied that. If we give it a +1/+1 counter and copied it, but whatever. We're not here to do math. We're here to have fun. I actually really like math, by the way. I think math is pretty fun. I used to. It was like my best class when I was in grade school. And then I learned how to program with computers, and I never did math again. That was fun. I am super okay with winning against rogues. Well, this is not a super great starting hand, is it? But it does have all our combo pieces in it. So I think I am going to keep it, actually. And it's got a shatter. So if things get kind of dicey, we can clear the board, hopefully. There's all sorts of stuff that this hand loses to, so we will see. Oh, and if it is it aggro, we're probably losing. So we don't really have a way of dealing with flyers. unfortunately. And it is. So that's gonna be a wee bit of a problem. Alright. So next turn we can get Zirda. The turn after that, we can actually drop a Lithoform engine. Ooh. That's cool. But maybe we'll wait until we can copy that. If they get another feed this one, right? Alright, so this is a white. And we grab Zirda, right? We can pitch a Void Beckoner. We don't want anyway. Yes, that is a Void Beckoner. Oh, I love this deck. It's so dumb. It's so, like, out of left field, right? Alright, so they look like they are holding back to counter something. And if they counter a Lithoform engine, I think that's fine. It really doesn't matter what we get here, I don't think. Because we have another one. Go ahead. Counter it. That's fine. I have another one. Do you feel safe now? Do you feel safe now? Are you gonna cast stuff? You are. So if they have another one, we'll be able to... A. Hopefully they don't have like a hard counter. They might have a bounce. They might have a bounce spell for that. Okay, they don't. Oh, they did put something on top though, so they might. We want to feed the swarm. Yeah. Alright, fine. Alright. We're gonna try... Oof. Okay, we can't. Unfortunately, we can't try. Because our feed the swarm hurts us a lot now. Are we just dead here? I think we might actually just be dead now. Which is unfortunate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. We're gonna try playing the king. I'm just gaining some life. The king has returned. What? Alright, because Zirda's not out. That's right. Zirda's not out. I can't play the king and have my cake too. That's too bad. I kind of knew that was going to happen. I guess I should have fed the swarm like way earlier, but I got greedy. I guess that's what happens with these like big decks. You try to get too greedy. Yes. Yes, indeedy. This is fine. I shall keep. Opponent goes first. We might have to play this as a Swamp and Bloodchief's Thirst, depending on what they play. But we're not. We're going to play our Fabled Passage. Okay. So we've got plenty of good lands here. I did not have to play that, because I just drew a land. Whoops. Whatever. What do we need? We have 2 white. We need a white. Yeah, we need a white. That is what we need. Okay, so ramp. Rampy, ramp, ramp. Actually. Oh, green. A green draw. Okay. I think we do just want to kill this ramper though, right? Rather than cycle our Taenethon Rex. So we're going to play this out as another black so that we can Bloodchief's Thirst something. Man, this dude's got some stuff going on here. Some rampiness. got the hot ramps. I think we'll just kill the ramp and cycle our Taenethon Rex. Carrion Grub. Interesting. Sure. A Void Beckoner. That is a big Carrion Grub. I did not realize that it was that big. Let's see. Greatest power among creature cards in your graveyard. Nice! We're up against another freaking deck with stuff going on. Let's see. With I can't even think straight. Let's see. How are we gonna play this out? Can we win? Can we win? We needed a... Oh, okay, they pulled out... I got it. I got it. But this is interesting because we can't just... kill the Taenethon Rex because then this becomes an 11/11. And we can't copy the Lithoform. We can't copy the Bloodchief's Thirsters yet. We can gain 6, though. So that's probably what we have to do, huh? Gain 6, draw 2 cards, hope to draw Shatter. I think that's what we try to do. Aw. Yeah. Carrion Grub, man. Wow. Destroyed by a Carrion Grub. I will take it. I will take that. I didn't understand how Carrion Grub worked because I'd, like, never seen it before. I like it. I'll take that. I will take that. I think we keep this. Got some... We got a Void Beckoner. We've got some early removal and an Omen of the Sun. I think we can play this just fine. Let's do it. Turn 1, Triome. Get our Lotus where we want it. Ugh. Okay, so this is a Scoot Swarm deck, maybe? What it looks like. So we probably just want to kill that, right? I think we do. I think we do just want to kill that. Trail of Crumbs. Sure. Another Shatter. Shatter is good to have. Shatter is good to have here. We'll just play out a Zirda. No, we'll just pull our Zirda. It's fine. I like having Zirdas in my hand. So we're gonna do that. Aw, I suppose we should have, you know, feed the swarm to that. So I guess we'll cycle, or yeah, we can cycle. We can get the Zirda out and then cycle. Yeah, let's do that. Get the Zirda out, cycle a bit, let them get some of their dudes up. Scavenging Ooze. Ooh, Scavenging Ooze is actually pretty good. Alright. Witch's Oven. Sure. I think we'll cycle this first. Lithoform Engine. That's a good draw. I think we'll do this. No text. So they do have a Trail of Crumbs to draw. Okay. Sure. Okay. Whatever, man. That wasn't the right play, but that's fine, I guess. Alright. I guess we'll wait. We'll Void Beckoner and Omen of the Sun. Or maybe we'll just Omen of the Sun twice. No, we can't do that yet. Gosh. They'll let our retreat, huh? 2 of them. That's a little rough, I will say. So we'll just copy the ability because we can't copy the permanent yet. And we'll just kill the ooze. Because that's fun. My Zirda, no! Alright, what we need now is a Kenny. Alright. I guess we Void Beckoner and copy it? Sure. I should have done the other one. That's fine. I can do the other one. Do I want to do that to both of them? No, I don't. I want to copy this one. I should have done it to the other one. That's my bad. That was a mistake on my part. No text. Not like it really matters. We have 2 Shatters the Sky. Shatter the Skies. What we're waiting for now is a Kenny. Although this can get like pretty troublesome pretty soon, pretty early, pretty quickly is what I meant to say. Pretty troublesome pretty quickly. Alright, so we activate this. Scry. There we go. Do we want another Void Beckoner? Probably not, actually. Taenethon Rex is really the one that we want. And then we'll cycle the Triome. Okay. So now we Kenny. Now we Kenny. And I don't think we can get stuff back yet, right? Because we still have to pay 3 to get stuff back from the graveyard. So we'll just wait. I'm just gonna hang out. I'm just gonna hang out here for a little bit. And they will Mirasa Razor and all that stuff. Oh my god, they have another one. Rough, dude. This is rough. Yep. We do have a red mana though, which is good. Okay. Just cycle. Put the counter on this one. And we'll copy the cycling. Draw 2 cards. Fabled Passage, that's fine. Void Beckoner. What we do need is a Taenethon Rex, honestly. Get rid of some of our basics. Alright. so 2 Void Beckoners, right? Two Void Beckoners. Bam. Bam. Give him haste. Attack. Attack for a lot. Okay. Sure. That doesn't save you very much health because it just tramples straight into your face. Okay. Alright, I think we're in a good spot. Right? I don't think I'm too worried anymore. Not like super worried. And we can instantly return another thing from the graveyard. So I suppose we should have done that, huh? But that's okay. We can Void Beckoner. They can get land back, that's fine. We're not super caring about all that now, actually. As a matter of fact, because we can gain a ton of life. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. You still can't put it down, though. Right? Because you already put down a land. Okay. Omen. Alright, I suppose we probably should have just... Okay. The ideal thing probably would have been Void Beckonered. Because we could have done that for just one, and then we could have put a +1/+1 counter on 2 things, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. We didn't play that out perfectly, but we got there in the end. Alright, so it did pretty well. It won most of the games that we played tonight, which is great, because it also won most of the games that I played when I playtested this. Actually, I don't think I lost any games while I playtested this, which I was very surprised about. I was like, how is this possible? How is this pile of cards winning? But it does sometimes. And it wins in the most wonderful ways too. Like when you get these 3 cards out on the field together and they don't have some kind of like really good removal, then they just... I suppose if they had like a Shatter the Sky, but you bring 2 things back. Well, actually, okay, yeah, so that's, I guess the Shatter of the Sky. If they had like a board wipe, it's very weak against control. And we didn't play up against any like real control decks. We played against rogues, which wasn't the control-y version of rogues, right? And even that rogues deck struggled a little bit, right? Like, let's be real, the rogue deck struggled. Because it didn't have 2 black to bring back all the stuff with Loros, so... I don't know. The deck is not good, right? It is not a good deck. What it is a super fun deck, and I loved playing with this deck, and I hope you enjoyed watching me play this deck. And until the next time that we meet, good luck in all of your games. Ciao.